Good evening. Vice President of the European Commission, Vera Jourova, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you, Vice President, for welcoming us so warmly in the Parlement. This is the second time you host Eurochanukah, and we really appreciate it. We're glad we can once again get together to celebrate. We also celebrate the 71st anniversary of the Human Rights Declaration, one that became a collective affirmation that has placed the respect of human life at the center and has changed the way we see other human beings, regardless of the kind of papers they hold in their hands. It coincides not only with the period of Hanukkah, but also for what it represents, our freedom. Hanukkah celebrates freedom of thought, and it emphasizes that the main guarantee of our freedoms is not in military might, but, as the very name says it, Chanukah, from chinuch, education. The way to protect a civilization is not with a bigger army, but with more education, by transmitting to our children and to those around us the values and ideals we stand for. Did you notice how we celebrate Hanukkah, a holiday that stands for freedom, not with a military parade, nor playing with swords and arrows, but by lighting candles? The candle is one of the most poetic objects we can find around us, and it affects our lives in so many similar ways as education does. A candle conveys serenity and clarity. It tells us that we don't need to fear the dark or the unknown. We can just light it up and feel at ease. The flame, as fragile and delicate as it may seem to be, can be passed on indefinitely to countless candles. It also has the power to turn a thick branches of wood into bonfire and protect us from the cold. The very ideas of rationality, philosophy, science, and literature that were taught in Athens more than 2,300 years ago, parallel to the ideas of transcendence, the indomitable nature of the human spirit, and the sacredness of human life that were instilled in Jerusalem during almost the same period, are still shaping the world we live in today. In most parts of the world, both Athens and Jerusalem became the language we read our world and the meaning we give to it. What Hanukkah means for me, beyond the nice gifts that we exchange and the ultra-high calorie foods we eat, is that we are not here only to pass on that good old flame, but to ignite our own, and to have both the humility and courage to recognize countless of new flames that begin with a small spark inside every human being. Today's event is dedicated to the immense contribution of European Jewish women from the past 2 centuries. The exhibition tells a story of many courageous women whom, against the winds of their time, did so much for all of us. It also celebrates the enormous gift of motherhood, which is the real engine behind the creativity, innovation, and progress you see in the world. We owe so much to our mothers, so today's celebration is in their tribute. Before I end, I'd like to take a moment to thank those who made this exhibition possible. Anna Krankenhagen for coordinating this work with several authors and writers. Anna Starman, who edited this material, and Alena Flinzak for the beautiful design, and all those who made this possible. Every time we light a candle, just as many children did on Hanukkah, surrounded in warmth with their loving families across Europe for the past 2 millennia, it gives us a renewed hope that the world of tomorrow can be brighter than yesterday. Thank you for your attention.